Alright, let's continue with Enderal. Give me a second to make sure everything's working correctly. It appears to be. Let's see. Alright, we're all good. Hopefully I'll be able to get out of the temple without the game crashing this time. It's been a bit of an issue so far. Alright, let's get to it.
Walk blessed.
Beloved children, I am glad to see so many of you have come. It shows me that you have...
We might as well join for the sermon
which is practiced is true
before we
In
try to
tonight's
escape the
sermon,
temple.
I want to talk about death. There is hardly a feeling which wakes similar emotions in us. Why do we have to die? Is death not a punishment? And if so, why does Malthus grant some of us a life full of peace and serenity, while others, equally path-abiding people, have to endure suffering? It seems unjust, yes, and I too oftentimes have asked myself how such inequality can persist under Malthus's watchful eyes. Yet the answer is so near, if only we know where to look. For it is not the lack of answers, but the question itself that is the problem. Let me recite to you a passage from the letters of Father Weidenthal. And so the grieving widow said after her companion's death to Malthus, "O Lightborn, why must I suffer such woe? Why must I until the end of my path live in grief, while the baker's woman can live happily with her wife?" And then a figure made of pure light appeared, so divine and sublime that the widow fell onto her knees, for she realized it was but Malthus himself. "Do not grieve for the loss of your man, O lost soul," he said. "He was a path-abiding, noble being, and I myself have judged his deeds in his last journey. He is now walking on the eternal path at my side. But despite the...
How about that? Another traveler. I thought I was the only one still traveling these lands.
Quiet, pastor's talking.
Been granted together. O Lightborn, I understand that my husband is now at peace, but I shall never see him again. So why do you punish
Walk
me
blessed.
with such suffering? Have I not, too, always lived a path-abiding life of worship and faith?" Then something incredible happened. The light figure knelt right before the woman, and full of fatherly love caressed her grey hair. For a brief moment the widow felt all the divine love in her heart. Yes, she felt as if she had realized a greater truth, like a man who, for all his life, saw the world through a tainted window, and just now realized he only had to open the door to walk outside. "Your question speaks of great providence," said the Lightborn, full of compassion and dignity. "But tell me, what would make your life worth living, were there to be no death? Is it not death itself that gives you the wish to cherish each day? Would you not, should eternal life be granted to you, spend every day in pondering, full of grey thoughts and dullness, for you would know that in 1,000 years you shall still be in this very same place?" The light figure rose. "Only mortality grants a soul the courage to walk the holy path. And like a wound lets a warrior emerge from battle even stronger, your grief shall help you come forth as a wiser woman." And tenderly it added, "This realization was also, O child, why I chose to not limit death in its doing, even for my faithful followers, because only a life with an end is a life worthy of living." The woman broke into tears as she realized the wisdom within Malthus's words. Uttering words of gratitude, she lowered her head onto the floor, for the words of the Lightborn had helped her not to see her grief as punishment, but as a trial. And when she looked up again, the Lightborn was gone. Ponder on those words, if sadness troubles your thoughts. Only a life with death is worth living, even if its arbitrariness may seem unjust to you. I wish you all a pleasant night. Walk blessed.
Alright, now let's see if we can escape from the temple. I'm gonna quick save first.
Wild mages in the temple.
I'm really hoping the game doesn't just crash as soon as I try this. Let's see. Come on, let me out. Alright, we escaped. Excellent.
May your path always be even.
I've still got a few quests to wrap up here
What do you
in
want?
the Riverville area.
Is it important? Just where did I put it?
Everyone wants to talk to me. Everyone knows I'm the main character.
That should be it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the kid is butchering that song. Let's see if there's anything else on here. Shimmering Grove near Riverville. A herd of trolls has been sighted. The herd is led by a white troll. A reward of 200 pennies will be paid to the path-abiding soul who verifiably tends to his death. Alright. But there's something else I wanted to do first. Let's see where this is. Ah, it's where I was headed anyway. Now there should be a area out here. I'm not able to set a marker. I think there is a bug
Hello.
related to that. How am I already carrying so much again? Oh, that's right, I looted a bunch of
Really
bandits.
need that new herbal essence for my hair.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you?
Oh,
Have you been
jeez.
to?
Yeah, a good pipe of peace, mate.
Can't get a moment to myself. Alright, let's, I was considering breaking all this stuff down, but it's really not necessary. I can just sell it all to the general store guy. Let's see if he's ridiculously happy to see me as usual.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around.
Still got that crazy grin on his face. Just a little too happy to see me.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before.
Actually, you have.
Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look.
Okay. Let's sell some things. Could probably keep this, even though it's heavy. A nicely designed helmet. Looks pretty battered for something that's supposed to be high quality, though. We'll sell all of this. And I wonder, can I actually wear boots while I'm wearing a
What
robe?
blessed?
It seems like I already have. Oh, that's right. I'm already wearing the mysterious nomad shoes. I forgot about that. Still carrying quite a bit of stuff. Probably more than I need.
Oh, hello. I haven't. Oh, a bit
You
of
just
this
saw me a moment
and
ago.
that. Feel free to take a look.
Sorting by weight might help here. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Oh, am I buying things again? No. Okay. Good. We'll get rid of the iron weapons that I don't need. Probably don't need 3 longbows. I'll hold on to the enchanted stuff for now. And these are all spell tomes I already know, so I may as well get rid of them. Keep this one. Ah, this background music is so good.
Lord blessed.
Alright, that's enough for now. That should have reduced my carry weight by quite a bit. Yes, I'm down below 200 again.
Madame?
Yeah? What do you want?
I want to leave without being accosted by every single member of this village.
That's just how it is.
I'm going to go find that place they call Three River Watch and see what's going on around there. Since I know I have at least one quest relating to that place. I think I went the wrong way here. Right, the way out of town was this way. Ooh, mana fungus. I thought that was a shield. It's actually a wagon wheel. Most likely going to be bandits and the usual wolves and spiders along the way. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. I'm starting to get to where my magic is fairly effective, so I should be able to deal with them without too much of an issue. What do you have? Meh. I will have to get to where I can do some alchemy at some point. If possible, I'm going to try to make that my money-making method. I haven't looked at any guides or anything, so I'm not sure if it'll be effective, but I'll find out. I think there's a bandit camp over there. And I hear some wolves as well. Oh, I see them. Right there. Oops. Choked my own spell. There we go. Easy enough. Oh, and I'm getting close to another level. I see you. Can't hide from me. I think they already know we're here.
Traveler up ahead. Get up.
Don't think that's gonna work out for you.
Like the bite of a flea.
You may be selling me a bit short there. I don't think being struck by a fistful of lightning can really compare to a flea bite. Another blueprint I already have. Well, I can sell the learning books if nothing else. Nothing in the boat. And where was that other one? Ah, right here. Nothing else I really want. I could sell her armor, but really it ends up not being worth very much. Alright, so if I was Three River Watch, I would probably be over here somewhere. Is this another bandit camp? No, it just looks like a normal camp. Or someone was digging for gold, I see. I'm sure a gold bar will be useful, so sure, we'll take that. Oh, I've already been here. I wonder. Yep. Ha. What? I have no loot. Why go to the effort? Okay, this is Yarrow's house, I believe. And if I remember correctly, there's a minecart path that leads to a pirate den around this area. I'm already kind of getting off track of what I wanted to do. But it'll be fine. We can clean up the pirates around here and then get back to finding Three River Watch. Ooh, mana fungus. Delicious. Ah, I see him. Who is detecting me? Can someone really see me from this distance? Oh well. You're clearly a highwayman, so you can die. Ah, and there's a level. I'll take some more mana. Discovered ore terminal. Ooh, money. Mentalism book. No recipe for ambrosia. No clue what that is, but we'll find out. You don't have anything I want. And you're also too heavy to move, apparently. Yeah, I can't shift this body in the slightest. Maybe if I grab her by the head. No? Well, I was going to throw it off the cliff in disdain of her lacking any loot I wanted, but I suppose I don't get to do that. Come on. Put a little more effort into the jump. I'm sure the nearby village will appreciate me dealing with these bandits. Or pirates. Same difference, really. Pirates are just ocean bandits. Ooh, you're quite a bit tougher than the rest.
Like the bite of a flea.
Either that or my magic's suddenly gotten worse. Oh, come on, how did that miss? Very perceptive. I'm over here flinging lightning bolts and this guy hasn't even noticed there's anything wrong. Maybe those other two are deaf. They had their eardrums blown out by cannon fire, so they don't know that I'm actually here. Oh, come on. Well, there are plenty of chests to loot. There's one stoic chicken. I guess I'll take him.
Now look at that. A lonesome traveler. Some folks just never learn.
Nah. You didn't know who you were up against. Oh, hello. Uh-oh, there's another one. Where is he? Oh, there you are. Why are you backpedaling? Oh, is it because this chest is blocking the stairs? I gotta tell you, this is a good mod, but it plays havoc with the AI pathing at some points.
Like the bite of a flea.
Come on, how did that miss? Die. Meh. Let's see what kind of booty they've got.
Prophet's ass. Someone's out there.
No. Wow, way to capitalize. Okay, this is more than I bargained for.
What the? Where did she go?
I couldn't have gone through the door. Wow. You had so many chances to kill me there, and you missed every single one of them. Ooh, rat catcher set. Oh, this is heavy armor? Huh. Doesn't look very heavy. And ooh. Oh, I was gonna say it looked like they didn't map the item glow correctly, so it was off kilter with the item, but it's actually just the other glove underneath it. Mace of Exhaustion. No, werewolf amulet. I wonder, was this man a werewolf? Somehow I doubt it. I don't know why I can't lift corpses anymore. Am I not strong enough? Or maybe it's because my hands aren't free? No. Can't shift them. I've chosen a very awkward place to take a nap. Oh, excuse me. A bit of a hiccup there. Now, if I know pirates, they've stashed some treasure around here somewhere. Wow, this is a very shallow body of water. We got... better than nothing, I guess. You bones scattered around. Good enough. Wonder if there's anything interesting out on that little island. Nah, let's not get any more distracted. I can interact with this. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor, in life as in death. Oh, it's just part of the Holy Scripture? Okay. Weird that someone would... Oops. Oh, hello, army of skeletons out of nowhere. Kind of hard to see at a distance. Not a very well defined silhouette. There's a letter. Dunwar, I appreciate your concern, but like always, I think that you are worrying too much. Grandmaster Arnthial himself approved the mission, and don't forget that 2 keepers of the second signet are accompanying us. Besides, this is a good opportunity to impress the masters. Lambert, the only novice who was willing to accompany the infamous cranky Master Basara, Callus, the Broom, to an expedition. Hearing it like that, you forget that we merely have to dust off some Pyrian urns at the Sun Coast. Anyway, how are you? I'm betting that you're thinking of nothing else but the examination. What a shame. That Batar really allowed this devil woman instead of Clara. But well, we all know that his path abiding is limited to the daily walk to the liquor merchant. I'm with you in my thoughts. If you can't pass this examination, who else? Your best friend, Lambert. Well, it sounds like these guys had a run-in with skeletons. Either that or whatever they were doing disturbed the undead in this area. Ooh, a light armor book. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that right now. Huh? It doesn't count as a book. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Light armor. Yes. Doesn't look like there's much of anything else of interest in here. Oh, okay. Oh, there are a lot of skeletons around. Thankfully, I have plenty of lightning bolts. Maybe I should turn off those slow-mo deaths. Looks like there's a lot to explore here. Let's just go close enough to get the location, and I'll come back here at some point. Come on, give me the location. I have to come this close? There we go. Had to go close enough to get into a fight, apparently. Oh, hello. I see you over there. You like high voltage? I hope so. Weird collision there. Spell tomes. Ooh, chain lightning. And circle of protection. Let's get a look at those. Lightning bolt at 20 points of damage and health and half as much as mana, and then leaps to a new target. Nice. And this is just turn undead, basically. Alright. More magic at my disposal. See an ice claw up there. Ask me why a mushroom is growing on solid rock, but I'll take it. Alright, let's get out of here and... Jeez, I must be so far off the... Wow. I've gone way far from where I meant to. I said this was what was going to happen. That I was going to go off exploring random things and get lost. Guess I know myself better than I thought. Nice view. Wonder if I can dive off of there and not die horribly. Let's find out, shall we? A brief quick save. That water looks pretty shallow. But hell, let's give it a shot. That was very shallow water, but somehow it managed to break my fall. Physics be weird in Enderal. Ooh, silver ore. Sure, why not? I hear wolves. Quite a few of them. Oh, hello. This might be a good time to try out chain lightning. Let's see. Here it is. I should favorite these as well. Of course, now there's no target nearby. There's only 2 of them? Huh, thought there was more than that. I see you. spaced out just right so that my chain lightning doesn't jump. Oh, there it went. A big old bag of nothing. Baked tater. Shimmering Grove. Was I supposed to come here for some reason? Is this where the trolls were? Well, now that we're here, we might as well deal with it. What's this? Oh, right. Mana crystals. Oh, hello. Let's just, Oh, you're not gonna chase me? That's fine. I torch you. Ooh. Fence robe. Let's see what that does. Light armor fortified by 4. That doesn't seem very impressive. Then again, when you consider that each skill book only raises it by 1, maybe better than I expect. Enjoy. I forgot water breathing was a thing. Bunch of objects that can't be interacted with. Ooh, a tome of Mage Light. Awesome. Odd that they decided to put loot in that one little minecart. Definitely going to use that. It's not really very good at this level, but better than having to carry a torch everywhere. Also, I think it only lasts for a minute, so it's actually not that good at all. Oh right, the compass was nice enough to tell me where the rest of these trolls are. Ooh, a dagger of despair. Not very perceptive, are you? Lightning seems more effective than fire. Of course, it helps now that I have enough mana and regeneration to keep throwing out lightning bolts quickly. Hell, now that I think about it, might as well just use both hands. Can always switch back to my weapon if I need to. Another note. I left you poor boys in the mine a little strengthening in case the nights again are harsh and long. Portion it good. Oh, stamina potions, okay. Diary of a Miner. 12th of the Fundament, 1830 or 8135. Countess Dora Dalgoldenford decided to bring this old mine back to life, as it's supposed to contain some rare minerals she needs for unknown reasons. I was recruited together with 4 other miners who worked with me in some mines in the Heartland and at the Farmer's Coast a few years ago. Surprisingly for the Countess, this seems to be enough of a qualification to run a mine on our own, but I'm confident that we can do it. Today we arrived here in the shimmering mine, unpacked our carts, and explored the caverns. As expected for a place that has been abandoned for a few decades, everything's quite run down. A lot of the woodwork is rotten and most of the old equipment is missing or broken. However, the rock itself seems to be solid, as there are no major collapses of the ceiling, a good starting point for further mining activities. I don't quite know where the mine got its name from, as the only things shimmering in here are some of the unusual shimmering mushrooms. Maybe there have been more of them in the past. Tomorrow we will visit the castle up on the cliff and talk to the Countess, as we still need some further information on the required minerals. We just returned from the castle, and boy, that was strange. As we went up and approached the castle, we saw some workers greeting and waving us. Up on the battlement, a big wall surrounding the courtyard. Then as we stepped through the main gate, suddenly a fierce shiver rushed over us, a feeling of intense fear and dread, as if we saw the Black Guardian himself, and there was absolutely no visible reason for that. In panic, all 5 of us looked around, but we just heard the workers laugh all around. After a confusing and eerie moment, they directed us to the main entrance of the castle. This odd feeling weakened, but did not disappear completely. In the entrance hall, Countess Dora sat at a long and plain table decorated with many bowls of fruit. Immediately she stood up, approached and greeted us, and explained the goal of our mining. She took a large piece of paper and brushes wet with different types of paint, and then she started to paint the minerals or the ore we should search for. With astonishing speed and precision, she completed her painting of a piece of rock with blue shimmering veins. Maybe this gave the mine its name. In her oddly joyful way, she encouraged us to immediately start our work, and contact her if we need any additional equipment. While she explained all of this, I looked around and noticed there was a huge number of painting on the walls, all of them painted by her, as she then explained. She really is an odd and eccentric person, very polite and full of energy, but also unwilling to tell us anything about the reason why she needs those minerals, or the frightening feeling we all had when entering the courtyard. We're making good progress in the mine. Most equipment is repaired or rebuilt and installed, and we found a smith in Riverville to create the remaining iron parts. If no further obstacles arise, we should be able to start mining in a few days. Maybe we also find some of the strange blue ore which Countess Dora Dalgoldenford needs so badly. Also, we are still puzzled about what happened to us in the courtyard that day. None of us slept well afterwards. With some delay, yesterday, the assistant of the smith in Riverville brought us the requested iron parts. He did not stay very long and urged us to be careful, as there is something very wrong about the castle. I have no idea what he's talking about. A warning we don't understand is of no use, after all. The same goes for the hunter we sometimes meet around here. He spoke of evil spirits and mysterious events he couldn't further specify. But in general, our work here turns out to be rather pleasant. Every 2 days we receive a rich food delivery, and our payment of 5 pennies per person and day is very generous as well. We have to carry out smaller repairs on our own, and pay for them if necessary, but any larger repairs will be paid for by Countess Dora, as long as we document our work and ask in advance. We found the blue ore. Its blue veins are shimmering in the dark, just as Countess Dora told us. Also, it causes a strange tingling feeling when we hold it in our hands. Tomorrow I'll bring some samples to the castle as soon as possible. Dora was very pleased that we found the ore so quickly and promised an extra 50 pennies per person. However, she also urged us to continue mining as fast as we can. However, I still don't know why she needs this ore, and I'm not sure if I want to know. Well, there have been some strange events in the past few days, in the mine especially, in the place where we found the blue ore. We always hear a faint whispering. Nobody of us five can understand a word, and just when we stop working to listen closely, it's gone. But we can all hear it. And then there's still this cold chill that runs down our spines every time we enter the courtyard. We ask the personnel in the castle, but they all refuse to talk about it, despite laughing at us on the first day. All of this is confusing and worrying to me. What should we do? During the last 2 weeks, we successfully mined the blue ore that Countess Dora Dalgoldenford requested. She probably paid us better than any other group of miners has been paid in Enderal before. But now I realize why she's so generous with her payments. This ore is cursed, just like anything else on this damn cliff. Our work here mangles our minds. Ericon always has been such a calm guy, but now a violent temper got a hold of him. They fought, beat each other while mining, and they screamed, and the ore screamed, and they cried, and the ore cried, and they listened, and the ore listened to them. We can hardly sleep, our limbs are without energy, our minds are confused. What should we do? We will leave the mine. We must do if we want to keep our sanity and our lives. Countess Dora ignores our complaints, and we know no cure either. While making visit to the castle, I could hear an interesting conversation every now and then. It seems the Countess Dora tries to banish or defeat an evil spirit which haunts the castle for about 20 years now. This spirit must be the reason for the dread I feel when entering the castle. I don't think anybody but her knows how the blue ore would be of any help, but to free the castle seems to be of such great importance for her that she spends all her money and effort and time for this task. Therefore, I wanted to research a little on this and my own. Luckily, I did find an old farmer not far away from here who is himself very interested in the history of the castle and collected all the information he could find. He can read and write well, and he showed me all his notes about the presumed past of the castle. Many years ago, it was an important trading post that even rivaled the harbor of Ark, especially regarding the trade with Nerim. This, however, was a problem for the merchants of Ark, who then imposed more and more restrictions on the trade here at Goldenford. While legal trading declined, consequently, illegal trade, smuggling, increased, making the entire Sun Coast the main place for smuggling in Enderal. Then about 200 years ago, during the reign of Count Theodore, there must have been some sort of magic incident involving his son Geron. This supposedly created the evil spirit that is now called the Ash Widow by some. Therefore, Geron remained without children, and due to unfortunate circumstances, no other successors to the throne existed. Many nobles in Enderal and beyond became very interested and tried everything to take control of the castle, and thus all of the Sun Coast. They faked documents and came up with supposedly forgotten successors to the throne, all at once against each other. These conflicts continued for some time, yet no stable reign resulted, and everything was further hindered by the Ash Widow. The other merchants in Ark, however, were pleased about this development, as it marked the decline of anyhow significant trade at the Sun Coast. After years of abandonment, a rich woman came, called herself Dora Dalgoldenford, and attempted to do what many before her couldn't, to defeat the Ash Widow and to take over Castle Goldenford. Will she succeed at some point? My preparations to leave are almost finished, but yesterday, while visiting the castle one last time, it seemed as if the Countess suspected something. She was nervous and asked many questions on our well-being. Usually she plays them down. Let's hope she'll let us go. Remark on the evening. Ever since the early evening hours, I can see 2 armed guards and an archer lording around the mine. I fear she won't let us go that easily. Wow, that was a very long diary. It does explain quite a bit about this place, though. I wonder if there's any of that ore left lying around. Also, I still have trolls I need to kill. Let's go find them, shall we? Recast my mage light. Wait, I just ended up back where I started. That's not going to help. Ah, there's one. Easily enough handled. Looks like there's another troll right up ahead. Mug. Well, that's dealt with. Oh, and here's some of the miners. Let's set Blazing Spark to 2 and Mage Light to 4 for now. I'd like to see where that other exit leads. Oh, and there's also some iron ore here. Hopefully the place doesn't collapse on me. We continue the trend of random skeleton parts spawning underneath me when I enter an area. Probably don't have the range for that. Oh, and I ended up pretty close to where I wanted to be. I suppose that helps. Oop, more skeletons. Oop. Oops, that was a mistake. I think this is where I was meant to go for that, skull quest. Actually do a proper save here. Oh, right, I need to wait until night. What time is it? I was supposed to wait until midnight, so I've still got quite a while to go. that a highwayman? Yep. Sit down. And you've chosen a very odd position to die in. It looks like you're posing for a fashion magazine. I happen to remember that there's another group of pirates, or bandits I suppose, up on this hill. Let's just deal with them while we're here.
Lucky.
Simple enough. Bread. Grilled leeks. And more spell tomes that I don't really need, but we'll take anyway. Ah, they've got no money at all. Horrible. This isn't where I wanted it to be. I found Three River Watch before. I can't understand why I can't find it now. Ooh, big spider. No, I don't think I will. Where are you? Oh, you're up there. Can't reach from here.
Like the bite of a flea.
You're too kind. Ooh, now that seems useful. Another Disciplines of Magic book. Might be nice to take a brief rest here. I'm supposed to wait until midnight before I return to that cairn. Let's say we wait for 3 hours. It was all the way up north. Oh, hello again, spider. I thought I just killed you. Oh, there was another one, I see. Alright, let's see if this actually worked. I'm going to have to wait just a little longer. Almost time. Right at midnight. Alright, let's see if this works. Balance the Master Skull on your head and wait. Okay, I got a blueprint and 2 learning points and a few other things. Shadowfinger. I can't look at it. No way to tell what it is without making it, I suppose. I have no clue how to do that. Ooh, there's another Vinroot up there. Alright, let's get out of here. More bandits roaming around. Let's grab this first. I have plenty of learning points. Well, that was easy. Take a bit of stamina. Oh, I thought I saw another Vin root there, but it was just that white plant. Oh, hello, fox. This must be the place. Now I've completely forgotten why I came here in the first place. Well, at least I found it. Oh, hello.
No, no. You will not take her. Away with you.
Beg pardon?
You will not have her. Elfried stays with me. And drop the disguise already. I know a god of death when I see one. What?
Did you enjoy your nap?
I'm sorry. I had a nightmare. Anyway, who are you? I wasn't expecting to meet anyone else out here. Save for the bandits, that is.
Shouldn't have any more problems with bandits. I've killed tons of them. Long story. What do you do out here? You don't look like the adventurous type.
No, I'm not. This ruin over there. You know, I'm a merchant, and my specialties are all kinds of things with historical background. The things you usually find in ruins. Of course, I'm usually not stupid enough to go looking for them myself, but there was this traveler from Ark who told me about this place, the Three River Watch, and he said that it's hardly guarded. Well, since I was in the area anyway, I thought it wouldn't hurt to take a look. Great idea, really. Look, I know we just met, but truth be told, I really got myself into some trouble here, and you look as if you know how to defend yourself. Something terrible happened, and I simply don't know what to do anymore.
Let me guess, that's to do with this Elfried?
Yes, my Elfried. She was kidnapped. By the stars, I was so stupid. We were just about to make camp for the night, and I went to search for some firewood. And then, just like that, she's gone. No, a Vatir. I heard him grunting, you know. He lives in that damned ruin. I tried to sneak in, but it's impossible. And I can't go back to Riverville for help either. That would take way too long. Please, you have to help me. If anything happens to Elfried, I would never forgive myself. I'm sure I have something that's useful to you. But please, let's talk about that once you've saved her. Every second we waste puts her in danger.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, by the ancient fathers, thank you, and hurry. Walk blessed and stay safe.
It shouldn't be too difficult. In fact... Whoa! Wasn't expecting the skybox not to switch back. It's actually kind of cool looking. Alright, I should be able to dual cast this now. Yep. It doesn't even cost that much. Let's see if I can deal with this Vatir. Well, that was no problem.
Oh, by the gods! Over here, precious! Over here! It's all right now. Mommy is back. Yes, it's all right. I don't even know how to thank you. 1 second later in that thing. I don't even want to think about it. Here, take this. It's a rare herb, and I hope it's compensation enough for your efforts. At least partially. If you need anything else, just come talk to me. Now that that beast is gone, I might as well take a look at the area. Good, thanks. I think I'll stay here for another day or two. The traveler was right. This place really is a gold mine. What? Oh, yes, sure.
Might as well take a chance to unload some of my stuff. I should really store all these set items I'm not using. Ooh, you have elementalism books. Yeah, I should probably take some of these. Sucks how expensive they are, though.
Walk blessed and stay safe.
Alright, level 20 light armor. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, let's not take a nap there. Might be a bad idea. I don't think there's anything else to find in this area. So let's get out of here. Hey, Social. How you doing? Ooh, I see another ice claw over there. Let's go get it. It is and it isn't. This is a, give me just a second. Okay, got the ice claw. This is a, full conversion mod for Skyrim that adds a whole new story and an entirely different area to explore. Just take a look at the map. It's a completely different world. It's called Enderal. And it's a full conversion mod that adds over 100 new original tracks of music. It's fully voice acted, and it changes a bunch of the mechanics too. And it's a completely original story, like it has nothing to do with the original storyline of Skyrim. Yeah, it's fairly new. It came out in February, I believe. It's by Sure AI, a German modding team. I think it was just finished translating into English fairly recently. Yeah, it's, aside from, you know, being built on Skyrim, it's pretty much entirely its own thing. And one thing I'm regretting now is that it doesn't allow fast travel. So I have to walk all the way back to Riverville. Here's some bandits I tore apart earlier. Ooh. The skull still has an ear left, I just noticed that. But yeah, I've been playing it for a couple days now, and it's really been impressing me. I saw another streamer that I watch regularly was playing it, and I was intrigued, so I looked into it. And it's still being worked on too. It's actually completely finished now, but it's still actively being worked on. They're patching it. It's had a couple of patches this week alone. In fact, I think the last thing they did was release a simplified Chinese translation. People are even making mods for this mod, which is kind of mind-blowing. Yeah, pretty much. You know, modding has gotten a bit crazy when people are making mods for your mod. But overall, it's very impressive. Like, it doesn't have any of the usual... I mean, it has bugs and crashes, obviously. It's extremely complex, and it's going to happen with anything like this, but it doesn't have any of the usual jank you would expect from a full conversion mod like this. Like, there's little things that are off in places, but it having its own original music, full voice acting, and entirely revamped mechanics is really impressive. It changes up all the schools of magic. And they're still essentially the same, but they function differently. New spells, new equipment. There's no shouts in this, as far as I know. You have a power that's kind of similar, but you don't learn words of power or anything like that, and there's no dragons, as far as I can tell. There may be dragons later. I'm not positive if they've been completely removed.
Walk blessed.
Is there any news?
Aye, many and hardly any good ones. The streets are swarming with highwaymen and brigands these days, more than I've seen in all the years I've served now. What's happening to this world, I wonder? Seems everyone is eager to go at each other's throats. It's a shame.
Basically, the story, or what I grasp of it so far, is that you and one other character, it kind of starts in a similar way to Skyrim does, where you're just, actually most Elder Scrolls games do, where you're just this completely down on their luck person who becomes a legendary hero somehow. You start by stowing away in a boat, and apparently you're fleeing a war in your home country to come to Enderal to start a new life. You're caught before you can escape, which is honestly weird because the place you're hiding on the boat seems like it would be impossible not to be found, but... Oh, that reminds me, I got a bounty I need to turn in. I killed a troll that had a bounty on its head. Let's see if there's any more. Pyalis Danarium, Koranian origin, black braided beard and sturdy build, is wanted for robbery cum murder in Ark's Harbor. Presumed to stay near the village. Near the village Riverville. Said to be extremely dangerous and most likely heavily armed. There are 240 Andralan pennies issued to his death. Sure, I'll take it. No, I haven't. I wasn't aware there was any multiplayer stuff for Skyrim. That sounds like it would be really difficult. But no, I haven't looked into it. I wouldn't have anyone to play with anyway. Unless it's like some kind of MMO style kind of thing. And I can already imagine how that would work out. In the middle of a lawsuit? Damn, that's horrible. Jeez, Bethesda. Pretty sad that they would dedicate time to suing modders just for doing what modders do. It's not like they're making anything off it. And store all this stuff I'm not using. I might use these at some point, but for now I'm just going to put them away. This is not where I meant to go. I think I'm going to get a room at the inn until morning, and then I'll set out to see about collecting this bounty. Pretty soon it'll be time to set off for Ark with what's his name? Jespar. This will give me an opportunity to show off a bit more of the world they've built here.
Our ancient world seemed newborn in his eyes, no place.
They even got someone to sing to make bards.
He abandoned the way that Malphus foresaw. He followed a path of his own. And he strayed in the welcome.
Welcome, aye. There is.
I'll take a room.
I'll open up the room for you.
Dreams that
Soundly.
is it important? Red after glow were as distant as ever before. He did
I don't know why there's always that lady standing outside my door. Let's get 6 hours of sleep, and then we'll be up with the sun.
We just got a new delivery of ale. Anyone?
Nor honor can hold. The woman who loved him held out her
That's just how they are.
and her suffering tore it apart. Cause he strayed in the void as a wayward wanderer, despising the path that was meant just for him. Yet the dreams that he saw in the deep red afterglow were as distant
just where did I
as
put it?
ever before. Our ancient world seemed as old as his eyes. He had lived his whole life under empty skies. When a little boy asked him for the guiding path, he said, do not risk Malthus's wrath. Cause you'll stray in the void as a wayward wanderer, despising the path that is meant just for you. Yet the dreams that you seek in the deep red afterglow,
I hear a flute, but nobody's playing one.
as they'll ever be.
Blazes. Sorry. I know.
Out of the way.
I can't sing.
Definitely looks a lot nicer in daytime. Let's go see about collecting this bounty, and then I'm going to continue with the main quest.
Hope the new turnips come soon.
Wild mages in the temple.
Hey, you there!
No.
Yes, you! Do you want to know a secret?
Yeah, it's a lot nicer than Skyrim's landscape. Although, I mean, you're comparing an island to what's basically a frozen tundra in most areas. Boreal forest at best. Let's see how far I have to go here. Halas Nayarim. And this is a 2-star, so it might be a bit more difficult than the last ones I've done. Yeah, the view at night doesn't really do it justice. And this is just a tiny, tiny part of the overall world. There are other biomes too. There are snowy areas. There's a desert that's, you know, tropical desert, kind of like Hammerfell. And there's supposedly some forest biome that's been completely overtaken by mushrooms. I think they call it the Shimmer Waste or something like that. But I haven't gotten that far yet. But after this bounty, I'm going to continue with the main quest. There's a guy waiting at the waiting for me at the tavern. He knows I'm the main character, and he's waiting for me to finish up all my side quests. Oh, hello. Blah. I'm a bit too strong for most of the enemies in this area now. Not that I'm complaining. When you start out, it's really difficult. In fact, I think, if I remember correctly, this mod even adds a difficulty higher than Master, called Iron Path, which is supposed to be ridiculously hard. But I'm just on normal right now, or Adept, I think, which most likely equates to normal. Hello, bandits.
Like the bite of flea.
They got nothing I want. Ooh, a chest. Even the loot's starting to get a little sparse. So in this mod, you don't level up your skills by using them. You level them up by eating books. Which sounds ridiculous, I know, but it's actually what you do. More bandits I killed earlier. I've actually already been in this cave. Funny enough, I actually predicted that there would be a bounty here, and it turns out I was right. I wonder if everything in here is respawned. Yeah, I mean, if you want to eat a book, you do what you have to do to get ahead, I suppose. It helps you to digest the knowledge, literally. Hey, buddy. Heard you got a bounty on your head. Zap! Now your bounty's in my wallet. That was easy. Probably would have been a lot more difficult if I hadn't already been in here and killed everyone else. Ooh. Additional damage for 3 points in psionics. Hidden attacks and attacks on mesmerized enemies count as distant hidden attacks. Oh, that's cool. Aside from that, you don't really have anything I need. So let's go claim our bounty and get out of here. I've already killed you. Yeah, there's no fast travel in this. You also can't wait, which is a strange thing. They've kind of built it to be a bit more difficult in terms of combat. They added a mechanic called mana fever, which means you start developing negative effects if you let your mana... What the... Is that a skull floating in midair? Okay. Let me stand on the edge, damn it. There we go. Okay, well, that's gonna happen, I suppose. But, doing things like using healing magic and drinking potions, cause your mana fever to rise. If it gets too high, it starts to have negative effects on you, and if it maxes out, it apparently kills you. Which means that you can't just run into battle and chug potions like you can in base Skyrim. There's also no passive health regeneration unless you eat. And your regeneration, for the most part, is based on the amount of health you have maximum and what kind of food you eat. So it does a lot to kind of build the supplies that didn't have much of a purpose in base Skyrim into something a bit more comprehensive. And there's actually a reason to eat, which is neat. You can still eat ridiculous amounts, though. Nothing's gonna stop me from eating 15 cheese wheels. Which would probably kill you. Come to think of it. This way to Riverville. I wonder if I have any of those teleport scrolls left. I don't even know if they're under this category. And see the command here? You use these learning books to increase your skills. And each one of these apprentice ones is worth 1 skill point. And you actually do eat them. Like an eat a mentalism book. Nom. Increase my skill. I'm not gonna kill you, Fox, no matter how many times you show up. There's always this one fox running around this spot. Okay, we take a right at the ancient hanging. This guy's been here a while. There's one annoying thing about this, is that the character I'm going to be traveling with is going to insist that we travel at night, which is going to make the landscape look ugly. But oh well, can't have everything, I suppose. Turn in this last bounty and then we can get on our way.
Potatoes gone.
Random piece of meat standing upright in the middle of the market. You just insert the head into the notice board and out pop the coins.
Potatoes, garlic,
Madame?
radish. Yeah, that should be it.
Work, huh? If you know a thing or two about herbs and the healing arts, you should talk to the mayor. His companion has been sick for moons now. Poor Mathilda. I've never met a woman more generous than her. She doesn't deserve that.
Potatoes, garlic, radish.
I'll come back and deal with that later. Although some quests actually will become unavailable if you progress too far in the story. Not sure if this is one of them or not. Suppose we'll find out.
Potatoes, garlic.
Yes, potatoes, garlic, radish. I don't know where you're getting radishes. I haven't seen a radish since I started this.
Huh? What do you want?
Nothing. Alright. Let's go see Jaspar and get on our way to Ark. You're supposed to sit on the bench, not stand on it.
Malphas's blessings.
At the end of the day, the sun slowly sinks.
Just where did I put it?
Well, well, well. Haven't I seen this fair lady before? How about a sip of wine?
Sure, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myrod's injured, so we'll have to go by foot.
What's a Myrad?
Oh, right. You wouldn't know that since you're Naramese. Myrods are giant flying creatures. Quite nasty when wild, quite useful when tamed. You can find Myrod towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers in their Myrods can take you from point A to B in no time. But, as I said, Riverville's Myrod's injured, so we'll have to walk.
Oh, and I reached 10 knowledge points, which gives me a permanent buff. Another new thing that this adds, there's actually a reason to read books and talk to people now. Yes, let's go.
Splendid. Let's wait until nightfall, though. That way it's less likely we'll run into an ambush in the pass. One more thing. You seemed quite fond of your new magical talents. In battle, I mean. I take it you're more of an arcanist type then. Am I right? I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful.
In Enderal, your combat-oriented skills only raise through using learning books. These can be found or bought from merchants and consume 1 learning point when used. Especially further into the game, you'll need high skill values, so you'd always save part of your income for learning books. Workmanship guides work the same way, though they only raise your non-combat oriented skills. They consume crafting points instead of learning points and are considerably cheaper. What are these books?
The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, Volumes 1 and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes aside, these are learning books, from arcanists or master fencers, depending on what you read. You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Then off we go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
And we are off. Another character accompanies you now. As long as you follow the preset path, Jaspar will follow you. If you leave the path, you do not need to go back to Jaspar. Just look out for the notification. Jaspar follows you again. After some moments, he'll be back by your side. If not, he will once you arrive at the foreign quarters of Ark.
Rising up high to the paths eternal, to the stars in.
Huh?
What are your thoughts on current events?
What? You mean the living dead, the Watirs everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring.
Alright, let's be off. Oh right, I should probably set my quest log to point me in the right direction. Now we'll be heading into a new area. We've actually got quite a ways to travel. But it shouldn't take longer than 15-20 minutes or so. There's a bear I killed earlier. There are most likely going to be wild things along this path that will want to kill us. There's a moose. Or no, that's an elk. Jaspar moves ridiculously fast once you get far enough away from him. It's actually kind of funny. You run fast enough and then turn around, you can see him just sprinting like crazy to keep up with you.
Straight and swift like the wind, yes. You fucking scum.
Good fight.
Yeah, thanks for the assist. They stood no chance. Magic's actually getting pretty decent now. I should probably just carry a torch rather than worrying about all this mage light nonsense that doesn't even really help. Roast beef. You notice the landscape is starting to subtly change. We're starting to head into the more snowy regions. But it won't be like that for long, just until we get over this mountain.
Hang on a second. Quite the sight, isn't it? It's moments like these that make life so damn worth living. This place was once a trading post, in case you're wondering, but it's been deserted ever since the isolation.
The isolation?
Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the Order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eradan left Narim. The Order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal. You know, open harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Chilean spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the Sun Coast, or this one.
I've been to Three Rivers Watch. The only thing that was there was an angry weregoat and an absent-minded merchant.
Yeah, if you want to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us.
Well, it can't hurt to take a quick look around. Interestingly enough, Jaspar won't follow me in here. At least he didn't the last time I tried. Ah, spiders. I'm not sure what those magical symbols are for. They don't seem to actually exist in your inventory. They appear to just be little collectibles that are worth a little bit of experience. Let me take this trading post journal. I'm not going to sit here and read the whole thing, but I might look at it later.
Ah, there you are. Let's push on.
Yes, let's. Surprisingly little reused content in this. For the most part, the dungeons, locations, and everything else, nothing's really copy-pasted directly over from Skyrim. I mean, a lot of the assets are, but for the most part, everything's completely originally arranged. This looks dangerous as hell. Like, my game instincts are telling me that this is going to collapse when I walk across it. But it doesn't. What are you doing out here?
Hey, you there? Yes, you. Come over here, now. I need your help. It's urgent. My brother, Olvar, he's up the hill in that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch, and I'm bloody freezing out here. Tell him to come here right now, else I will go back to Ark without him. My brother, Olvar, he's up the hill in that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch, and I'm bloody freezing out.
Okay, he's repeating his dialogue for some reason.
Right now, else I will go back to Ark without him.
I didn't even get a chance to respond there. He just closed the window on me. But okay, let's go talk to his buddy. Hello.
What do you want? Get lost. There's nothing for you to see here.
Also, he seems well within shouting distance. Like, you could turn around and just yell at him and he'd probably hear you.
Oh, does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than get plastered. Tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger width from this fire.
Okay. Olvar said you're an idiot who does nothing else but get plastered. Until you sober up, he won't move.
What? I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back to Ark already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
Bunvar told me to tell you to move your fat arse.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the colour of his fucking balls.
That accent only reminds me of one person. What do you think of that, you basket head looking... what was the rest of the rant? Sandal wearing Jesse off looking stoner. Olvar said what you want interests him about as much as the color of your balls.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass. Give him a knuckle sandwich. Smack him in the gob. Spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean.
I think you can do that yourself.
Too much of a coward for that, are you? Fine. Oh, just wait. You sodding son of a tur. I will show you who's boss.
Blazes, what idiots. Welcome to the Enderalian people, fair lady.
You're going the wrong way. Your brother's over there. Yeah, that is one complaint I could bring up, that this mod is absolute chaos with AI pathing a lot of the time. And again, Skyrim sort of had the same issue in places. Now they're gonna fight. Oh, and the drunk is defeated. It looks like they're just gonna go to bed. I guess that issue's resolved. Let's get back on our way. Mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom. I think I've gone the wrong way. Oh no, we're fine. Uh-oh. Bandits. Quite a few bandits, it looks like. Oh yeah, that is several. Okay. I think I'd better switch to my chain lightning. Oh, they already took Jaspar out. I guess that's to be expected, considering that the 4 of them just jumped him. Thanks for the help, Jaspar. Actually, I got an idea here. Ah, I don't have enough mana. Let's drink a potion really quick.
What? That's all you've got?
No. I've got plenty more. Oh, now you switch back to the bow.
What?
Okay.
Haven't had enough yet? As you wish.
Yeah, go get him, Jaspar. Good work, buddy. Aw, it wasn't enough to push her. I was hoping I could psionic push her off the cliff. And that's a level up for me. I think I'll take health this time. Also, I hear a soul nearby. Let's see. Where are my talents again? Here they are. Now I should be able to find a soul. I must not be close enough to it. I can hear the whispers. Getting louder. I don't see it. Oh, come on, Jaspar. Do you have to be inside of me at all times? It's another annoying thing. Followers will just insist on being as close to you as they possibly can be whenever you stop moving. Not quite all the way to the left. Or right. There we go. I can hear the whispers still, but I don't see anything lootable. And this takes a while to cool down. Nope, I don't see it. Oh well. Maybe it's out by this tree. Must be a pretty wide area. Oh, and Jaspar decided to stay up there. Lovely. Let's go collect him. What are you doing, man?
Huh?
Can we go? What are you doing? Okay, I fixed him. Seems like he doesn't like the layout of this area.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time.
Oh,
I'll wait.
whispers are
I
really
can use a
loud
break
here.
anyway.
This must be where it is. Aha! Well, I found a soul. And a bunch of blueprints. Nice. Bunch of useful stuff in there. If anything, finding the souls is nice.
Back on the road from the aged man's abode. Oh, blazes. Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
You were doing all
There
right.
you are. Let's push on.
Yes, let's. If anything, getting the souls is nice just to stop that whispering that gets really annoying really fast. We should be getting pretty close to Ark now. That's okay, we don't need to stop and fight wolves. Ah, bees. Oh, hello. Let's see. Okay, this is the way we need to go. Come on, Jaspar, keep up. That's more like it. Wanted at the behest of the Holy Order, the brigand Croco stands accused of a multitude of vile crimes, among them plundering, multiple murder, robbery, and vile speech against Malphus the Lightborn, and the Holy Order itself. Clues that result in his arrest will be generously recompensated by the city guard.
There it is. Ark. Majestic, isn't it?
Yes, it's quite nice. You look a little too happy, though.
Huh?
That's better.
Yes? Madame? Yes?
I didn't say anything.
Yes?
And we made it to Ark, which is apparently the capital city of this mod. I think this place is actually bigger than any city in Skyrim.
And here we are. Welcome to Ark. I've got some things to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Tealor Arenthiel and his mages in person, alright?
Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive?
Tealor Arenthiel, the former Grand Master of the Holy Order? Thought he was imprisoned in Nerim.
By his own son, Nerazil, yeah. But roughly 2.5 years ago, he suddenly appeared back in Enderal, accompanied by a handful of mages who once fought against him in the Great War. Weird, I know, but that's how it was.
Let me get this straight. The Lightborn's most trusted servant returned to Enderal together with his former arch nemesis?
He did, yeah. It seems that something happened between him and them that made them sort out their issues, you could say. They're allies now, and frankly, nobody quite knows why. You can imagine what kind of uproar that caused among the Holy Order itself. But in the end, Arenthiel got things his way. You can say what you want about him, but he never lost his charisma, that's for sure.
So that means the Lightborn's most vicious enemies now work together with the Lightborn's most faithful servants. That's bizarre.
You're telling me. But apparently their alliance has something to do with this red madness. I guess we'll see what happens.
Could you tell me a little more about the city? We're gonna find some gear, for example.
Oh, sure, I should have thought of that. Pardon me. Alright then. Ark is divided into 5 districts, not counting the harbor. The Foreign Quarter, where we are right now, the Marketplace, the Nobles' Quarters, the South Quarter, and the Temple. If you're looking to gear up, I guess the market would be the place to go. You can find anything there, from food to weapons, armor, and whatever else you need. If it's magical supplies and alchemy you need, however, you best try your luck in the Nobles' Quarters. But prepare yourself for some dismissive looks. Up there's also the bathing house and the theater, in case you have the coin for that. Finally, there's the temple, which is hard to overlook. Normal citizens are not permitted to enter it, and from up there, the Holy Order reigns over this country. But if all goes according to plan, you'll soon see it from the inside. And then there's the Undercity.
Undercity? That doesn't sound too inviting.
Yeah, it doesn't, and it isn't. The Undercity's a cluster of caves directly beneath our feet. And down there is where the poor and the sick live, not to mention those that the Order doesn't like to see in their neat, pretty streets in the upper city. Not a place I'd recommend you visit, at least not unless you're looking for mischievous things.
Okay, I think I'll find my way around.
Great. Then see you later and enjoy your stay.
Within Ark, you may also use the signpost to travel back and forth between the different districts. To do so, just walk in front of a signpost and interact with it.
Huh. An arcanist, aren't you?
Huh?
Well, I hope your name is on the register. The last thing Enderal needs right now are more wild mages on the loose.
It's not, and I'll have you know I've killed far more bandits than you've ever even seen. Bye, lady.
My dame, do you have a moment? I think the two of us could do business together.
No.
Yes?
Let's live. After a long time in solitude, I, Teldor, search for a gentle nature who isn't averse to a quick adventure. Meet me on the island in the front of Ark, and there you will find a camp. Read the message and show your gratitude to me. Okay. Let's go to the Noble's Quarter. I haven't been there yet. Well, I haven't been anywhere yet. I'm kind of interested in seeing this theater and if I can actually interact with it.
Madame?
Wow, just look at this place.
Walk blessed.
Aw, there's a cute sign. And I just ruined it. Ah, that is one rusty sign. It's gonna be stuck like that forever now, isn't it? Well, let's see what the bar is like.
Our ancient world scene, newborn in his eyes, no place could keep him, he yearned from the skies. He abandoned the way that Malthus foresaw. He followed a path of his own.
That should be it.
And he strayed in the void as the wayward wanderer.
Figured as much. What do you want?
What do you have to drink?
That should be it.
I'm actually just looking for food. I've got a decent amount of money now.
Do come back.
Where life neither purpose nor honor can hold. The woman who loved him held out her heart, and her suffering tore it apart. 'Cause he strayed in the void as the wayward wanderer, despising the path that was meant just for him. Yet the dreams that he sought in the deep red afterglow were as distant as ever before. Our ancient world seemed as old as his eye.
Soon the prince will speak again.
When a little boy asked him for the guiding path.
Let's see if we can find some, find this theater.
Madame?
Potion shop?
Yes?
General store? Oh no, not this place. I've seen this before.
An obulus, my dame, please. The Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Malthus blessings, madame. Are you looking for something to read?
Nah, I got enough books at the moment. Ooh, the bathhouse. Why not? I haven't had a bath in ever.
Hmm? 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 Hmm?
Nice talking to you. So apparently we can't interact with this guy.
Walk blessed.
arcanist, aren't you? Well, I hope your name is on the register.
Oh, nice,
The
a
last
pool.
thing Enderal needs right now are more wild mages on the loose.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Hygiene? Nothing else to say, huh? I wonder if I'll slip and fall if I run. Nope. Let's get a bath. And bring my axe into the bath with me for obvious reasons. Oh, that texture break down there. Alright, that's enough of that. Suppose I can wear regular clothes in town. Impressive amount of detail that went into everything here. That book is supposed to be forbidden, The Butcher of Ark, but you find copies of it everywhere. Well, we still haven't found the theater, so let's keep looking around.
Some people just don't know their place.
So expensive.
Nobody has much to say.
An obulus, my dame, please. The Lord will redeem you.
Quest log's telling me to go this way. So of course I will not. Interested in this house, and the request an audience at Sylvan and Friends. The bank at which your money is safe. That might be nice. Oh, hello, magic symbol. Great, now people won't have to worry about magic residue in their water. Oh yeah, duck.
Madame?
A penny, madame. Please, just one penny.
I'm still not seeing this theater I'm meant to be finding. Oh, House of the Actors. Maybe this is it? Whoa, I just noticed that giant statue up there. Nice.
Hey, wait a minute, you... Never mind. Oh,
You're an Eterna, aren't you? Your ears, they look different.
Why do you ask?
I mean no offense, really. I'm just, well, curious.
My mother does, yes. I grew up on Nerim, though.
On Nerim? But that must have been horrible. I heard that Eterna don't have any rights on Nerim and are treated like animals.
That's about right, I'm afraid. The Nerimese blame the Eterna for about anything. Even if the sun doesn't shine.
Huh, I see. That's so unfair. I'm glad it's different here on Enderal. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself. Who knows? Maybe a captain will hire me as a deckhand. Anyway, thanks for your time. Walk blessed.
Sure, no problem. You seem oddly okay with me just wandering around in here, though. Wow, that is rigid. Nice.
Walk blessed.
So maybe the theater's up higher?
Walk blessed.
A penny, madame. Please, just one penny.
Too many beggars.
Do you know the aged man?
Aw, can't get in?
One knows from whence he came. His house lies on the
Dark as the sun,
light
light as the night. Small. Lo, from the velvet sky they fall.
May your path always be even.
She smiles into the desert moon and puke. Oh woe, oh woe, my heart is aflame. And it is over.
This is art.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between darkness and light.
I'm gonna go get a snack. I will be back in just a minute.
Advance the fleet! Always forward! Always forward! Forward for the glory and honor! The spears at the ready, driving the swords into the bodies. The same play. Day after day.
Oh, Atreyu.
Hymn of the Desert King. Dark as the sun, light as the night. Thousand raindrops, red and small. Lo,
who are you?
From the velvet sky they fall. Kya, oomph, waka waka. She smiles into the desert moon and puke. Oh woe, oh woe, my heart is aflame. And it is over.
This is art.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between darkness and light. Advance the fleet! Always forward! Always forward! Forward for the glory and honor! The spears at the ready, driving the swords into the bodies. The same play. Day after day.
Such art.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between darkness and light. Advance the fleet! Always forward! Always forward! Forward for the glory and honor!
That should
The
be it.
spears at the ready, driving the swords into the bodies. The same play, day after day.
Such art.
Midnight.
Alright, I'm back.
Between cobblestone and
Potatoes,
excretion.
garlic,
Between
radish. That should be
darkness
it.
and light. Advance the fleet.
May his light guide you.
Walk blessed.
Glory and honor. The spears at the ready.
Yet so many strange faces. Well, isn't it nice?
Oh, yummy. Tastes like cherries. Oh, how their bosoms make me languish and leave my poet's heart in anguish.
Well, might as well proceed with the main quest now.
That's it. And why is it Malphas who carries the sun temple in his back?
A miracle has happened. A miracle that must have been, due to its sheer glory, brought forth by Malphas.
Well, look who's arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? This city can be quite a maze if you don't know it.
The lost heir to the throne, son of Lorius.
Right, they're from Ostian. I almost forgot. They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life.
Natara dal Varim, thereby returns to her position.
Well, I do. Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
From this day on, his fearless leadership shall be what helps us find our way through these troubled times. Cherish, oh brothers and sisters. Cherish and thank the Lord for his mercy.
Is it important?
So, about this fever. Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have their names registered in some kind of holy book. But there are other ways to get rid of the fever. I hope my employer can tell you about them.
Okay.
Okay, almost there.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
Hold it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Delveric, and I work for the Naramese Mages.
Ah, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marija de Luna from Ostian, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for her. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass. But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, my Dame de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
You may pass. But treat this place with respect, Outlander.
The Outlanders, how did they find me? Hi.
Well, that went better than expected.
Won't they find out eventually?
Nah, I don't think so. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Narathzil Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tialor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Narathzil's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the Keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
All right, here we are. Hang on.
No. That's not how you do it.
Blast it! I'm just being careful. We
Like
have to.
heck we do. Give me that thing. Now. All of them. Blasted, blistering blazes. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you.
Master
you should
Firespark.
Be careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
bloody believe it.
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Just spar. And yeah, we did find something. I
suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your flings up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular lady over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This woman's magic is different, my sir. Just feel her aura, and you'll see it. Plus, she's from Naram, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours.
Alright.
Alright then, this will tickle a little. Now you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that scrounger. I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off.
Pathlessness wherever you look.
By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprised me.
That's what I'm being paid for.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on 3 factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain inal. But, as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures. Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline. Even though this screwball Enderalian talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise. Well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meister? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true? Oh. Then, this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore, tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room? Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months. Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderalians practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living. In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremese know of a way to quicken that process. A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible. She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow. Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my fair lady. I'll see you around.
See you later, Jaspar. It's been a great time.
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead?
Never walk back on the road from the aged man's abode. Ugh, blazes. Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
It's always such a pain to find my way out of here.
Yes, it makes sense. Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
Here we go.
Huh? What do you want?
Well met. Need something? Oh.
Well, let's go see what we can find at the marketplace before I get ready to head out to the next area.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Rumors circulate. Rumors about the horrible events of the past
You're
moons.
an Eterna, aren't you? You're on Narum, but that must have been horrible. I heard that Eterna don't have any rights in Narum and are treated like animals.
Live now in fear. Hear my words. Do not be afraid.
Huh, I see. That's so unfair. I'm glad it's different here on Enderal. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself. Who knows? Maybe a captain will hire me as a deckhand. Anyway, thanks for your time. Walk blessed.
For everyone who entered, never walk back on the
We always go too easy on this guy.
Meat.
Malphas's blessings, dear madam. Might I interest you in a ware from my most exquisite assortment? I am certain you will find something.
Just want the salt for now.
May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time. Malphas's blessings, dear madam. Might I interest you in a ware from my most exquisite assortment?
Is it important?
I'm curious what the butcher has in his basement.
Just where did I put it?
Not much, apparently. Sweet roll!
Well, well.
I really need it.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Huh? Can I help you?
A foreigner, huh? What a surprise.
Ew, it crashed. Lovely. Okay, let's try again. Thankfully, I just walked through a door. Oh right, it's going to have to re-download, or verify its files, for whatever reason. Alright, we back.
Malphas's blessings, dear madam. I am certain you will find something. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
Oh, again. Lovely. This is so much fun. Okay, let's try preloading this time.
Malphas's blessings, dear madam. Might I interest you in a ware from my most exquisite assortment?
Apparently, I'm not allowed to leave the meat market.
Pure
Oh, there it goes.
path-abiding people of
Yay.
this holy city. Many of you
Let's save and never go back in there again.
may have heard it already. There's war in Kira. A group of honorless heretics.
Oh shit. I have to remember.
I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Walk blessed, my lady. Where do you need to go? How about Myrids? What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame Myrids like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here in Enderal. Pity, somehow. I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a Myrid Warden was far more prestigious back then, and even fared with Sublime or Keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess, riding a Myrid has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain? Oh, well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a Warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the Myrid already knows by heart. Sure, where to?
Crashed again. Apparently, I'm not allowed to play anymore. This is getting old. Come on. Nope, it crashed again. I'm gonna have to start saving before every possible load. Are you kidding me? How many times is this gonna happen? Alright, apparently the game has decided that I don't get to play anymore.